So this is the 5th time that I give you these yearly updates, and I'm still surprised how long it's been. But in this video, I want to share what happened last year, what are the upcoming plans for this one. Starting with here, I'm currently in Koh Phangan, Thailand, and I just did the New Year celebration at the beach. It was pretty cool. So I don't do the typical New Year resolution. Instead, I do what I call the annual review. And through a series of exercises, I check what went well and what went wrong. I have a whole Notion template that I can share later, links in the description, but that's what we're gonna talk about now. So what went well in 2024? First thing is that I travel a lot. I lived in 6 cities. I started in Rio de Janeiro, then Pipa, Brazil. Then I went to Lima and Cusco, Peru, where I did my 10-year anniversary celebration. I have a video, I'm gonna publish that later. And I also did a Euro trip. I went to several cities. I went to Milan, Athens, Krakow, Berlin, Malaga. And also in Europe, I went to Albufeira, Portugal. And then at the end of the year, I went to Fukuoka, Japan for a conference, and then ended up in Siargao, Philippines, and lastly here in Koh Phangan, Thailand. So it was a pretty cool year of travel. I'm always grateful that I'm able to travel around the world. I'm also very happy with the channel growth so far. We're more than 25,000 subscribers, so I'm very thankful for each one of you that subscribe. It's just a quarter of the goal of 100K, but we're getting there slowly. And because the channel's been growing a lot, I've been invited to several conferences. And one of the most iconic one was in Albufeira, this one that is called the Nomad World. They created the first Nomad Award for the Nomad community, and I won the best content creator for Nomad. So I'm very happy for the people that voted for me, and I got this cool celebration. It was really cool. It just helped me really understand that I'm going in the right path, and I want to keep doing this YouTube to just bring more nomads to the world. I also had new sponsors for my channel. That's why last year you got to see several brands, but the ones that I actually stuck, it was Safety Wing, which I'm still working with them, and the other one is called Global Nomad Pass. This is actually the one that we're gonna start this year. Cannot wait to tell you more, but you gotta wait a little bit for that. So what went wrong for last year? Actually, I didn't publish that much videos, and this is a thing that I'm struggling because the city guides that I make, they're really long, and it takes a long time to make them. And I'm one-man show. I do everything, you know, like pre-production, production, filming, editing. So it takes a while to do them. I'm not trying to make a justification. I should be better at it, but I only published 4 city guides last year and a few videos in between, but I actually did a series of 30 shorts of Bangkok. I'm gonna put the links in the description. It was very interesting, to be honest, but in summer I had a little bit of a burnout because all of these things, you know, it was really hard to find new sponsors and working in the new videos and trying this short series to see if it's something that I like or not. So it was a lot of work, but when I went home in Toledo, I took a break and I was like, didn't want to work at all. And that actually, it was a bad thing because, as I said, I published less and I have a lot of things that I need to publish this year. I also didn't launch all the projects that I promised last year, like the Nomad Handbook and some of the retreats. So I'm a little bit disappointed on that because the last point is that actually my income went a little bit down this year because I didn't have sponsors and didn't publish that much. So I'm still learning how to navigate the YouTube world. And to be honest, I'm also putting an ultimatum, like a date in next year to see if the channel makes enough to keep it as a full-time or should I pivot to do something else. I don't want to stop. I would love to do YouTube for a while, so I'm gonna try to make it better this year. Okay, now we can talk about the 2025 plans. And for the next month, I'm gonna publish the city guides that I've been working, starting with Pipa, Brazil, Lima and Cusco, Koh Phangan, and the other ones that are gonna go this year. I'm also gonna try to make some personal videos, like so you can get to know me better, and also share my hobbies and also the 10-year anniversary of traveling as a digital nomad. It's a very interesting videos that I hope you like them, and I hope you get comments so we can share it to more people. I'm also gonna test shorter videos on the channel, but mostly about co-working or co-living projects and some adventures that you should do around the world. We'll see if people like them because they're like shorter. People are used to these long ones, so some of them that I published last year weren't that well received, but let's see. It's all about testing. I'm also gonna try to do shorts and reels for Instagram and YouTube because I think that's what people like right now. People are very into fast content, so I can attract them to my long ass videos. That's the goal, but we'll see. We're gonna try to make cool shorts here and there. So I hope to create more content this year. As every year is a bit of a promise, but you need to put me accountable that I'm actually doing this. So that's why I'm making this video. And the travel plans are 50-50. Like last year, I didn't do everything that I wanted it, so I'm not gonna tell them right now. But at least I'm gonna try to go to Tokyo, Japan. I have an idea of making 30 days of vlogging, so it might be a cool idea. And also Madeira, the one that I promised last year, we'll see if it happens. But I have a few things in between that I'm planning. At least I'm going to a few conferences. There's one in this January in Chiang Mai. It's called the Nomad Summit. The last time was 5 years, and this time they're coming back with new owners, and I'm also the host of this conference, the first time that I'm hosting, so I'm very excited for that. I'm gonna put the links there with the discount code if you're interested. And also thinking to going in Bansko Nomad Fest, this summer Nomad conference happening every year. I want to see how has evolved from the last year, so I'm very excited for that. And if you're around, just it will be cool to catch up there, you know. And even though nomads.com is not my sponsor anymore, I still use it to update my travels, and they have a pretty cool 2024 review where you can see where you were in the world, so I still recommend to use nomad.com. For the projects, I don't want to promise that much, but I'm gonna try to finish my personal website, the Nomad Handbook, this idea of helping you to start being a digital nomad, and also probably an online community so we can get connected. So all of those things I'm gonna slowly share to you via here or via Instagram. Or actually, you can see everything in a newsletter they're gonna put on my personal website. But all this information is gonna be shared very soon. So yeah, the goal of this year is to under-promise. I can probably fulfill most of the things that I wanna do in 2025. And again, I'm very thankful for you to listen to this video and watch all the content that I do. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. So let me know, what are your plans for 2025? And maybe we can have this accountability together. And the sunsets here in Copangan are so cool, to be honest. But I want to close this video giving a shout out to my friend Marie from Kayak Connections. She found a catchphrase that I've been saying in a lot of the videos. Basically, one of my favorite things to say is one of my favorites. Just check it out. All right, see you in the next video. Ciao. So one of my favorite things to try here, well, one of my favorite, the most famous ones. Let's explore a little bit. I want to show you one of my favorite areas. This corner is one of my favorite pizza. You can find so many restaurants. It's one of my favorites in Rio.